Perlita, orgullo de Mindanao. Sus hellas dalagas son las que nos sellan su deliciosa ciudad. Flores y amores que adornan su jardín. Eres la imagen del bello Edén. San Juanca, hermosa, preciosa, perlita, orgullo de Mindanao. Flores y amores que adornan su jardín. Eres la imagen del bello Edén. San Juanca, hermosa, preciosa, perlita, orgullo de Mindanao. Orgullo de Mindanao.
To formally welcome us, ladies and gentlemen, in this affair, may we call in the former President of the University of the Philippines, Dr. Emerlinda R. Roman.
Thank you, Carl. Good morning to one and all, most especially the members of the Board of Regents who are watching us here today. Former WMSU President Dr. Milabel Ho, the officer in charge or acting president Dr. Teresita Narvaez, university and college officials, members of the faculty, the administrative staff, the students, the alumni, the community, and the stakeholders of WMSU, Western Mindanao State University. Thank you for joining us in this public forum, which we in the Search Committee for President organized for the WMSU community. This public forum is being organized after a delay of almost 3 months. We could have had this forum in mid-March, but then COVID-19 intervened, lockdown was mandated, flights were canceled, and mass gatherings were prohibited. But when the restrictions were eased or lifted, in early June, the Search Committee for President wrote a progress report to the Board of Regents and asked for guidance on how we shall proceed. The Board of Regents met, discussed our report, and advised the Search Committee to proceed with the search process using a modality that can be found feasible. Now, bearing in mind the instruction from the Board of Regents and aware also that a number of other state universities and colleges have proceeded with the search process via Zoom and other means, we in the search committee agreed that we should proceed without delay. And this is the reason why we are here today. I am Emerlinda Roman, the chair of the Search Committee for President, and I would now like to inform you. If you see them on screen, that's fine. But if you don't, anyway, let me read out the names of the members of the Search Committee. We have Dr. Tirso Ronquillo, who is representing the Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges and who is the president of Batangas State University. We also have Dr. Rodi Garcia, and the Commission for Education. Dr. Muhammad Noor Pasasan, representing the faculty. Mark Maria Walhatian, representing the student sector. Bernard Suryaga, representing the alumni, Eduardo Cheng, representing the private sector. And for the secretariat, we have your board secretary, Attorney Jules Christian Marcos, and Lou Joseph Santa Teresa from the Commission on Higher Education. Now, the search committee received a total of 9 applications, and based on our review of their qualifications and the documents that they submitted, the search committee agreed to qualify 8 of the 9. In alphabetical order, let me name who the qualified nominees are. Dr. Marilu Elago from WMSU, Dr. Joselito Madronial, also from WMSU, Dr. Jonathan Naiga from Isabela State University, Dr. Maria Carla Ochotorena from WMSU, Dr. Edgardo Rosales from the Zamboanga City Polytechnic College, Dr. Roberto Sala from WMSU, Dr. Rizalinda Salapudin from Sulu State College, and last but certainly not the least, Dr. Adrian Semorlan from WMSU. Now, the applicants have drawn lots to determine the sequence of presentation. So after each presentation, each applicant will proceed to answer the questions that were earlier submitted to the search committee by the sector representatives. Now, for those who are watching this, you may still send in your questions, but we cannot assure you that we will ask the questions that you will send today. However, we may consider some of the questions that you will bring to us during the panel interview, which is scheduled tomorrow. Now, each applicant will be given 10 minutes to make a presentation, after which the applicant will answer 5 questions and is given 2 minutes to answer each question. Now, tomorrow, the search committee will conduct the panel interview with the applicants, and we hope to finish the entire process by tomorrow afternoon. Now, I would like to remind one and all that it is not the search committee that will elect the next WMSU president. We are here to assist the board in its selection by gathering as much information and data about the applicants. The search committee, however, will rate the applicants, and we are committing ourselves to an objective, unbiased, fair, and just assessment of the applicants. We wish to inform the public that this public forum is not the sole basis for the assessment that we will make. We have done our homework in search committee. We have reviewed documents. We have gone over qualifications. And therefore, when we rate them, we will consider the following: professional competence, their academic background, which includes their educational, teaching record, research record, detention record, and administrative record. We are hoping that we will be able to submit our report to the board by next week, and then we shall leave it to the board to decide when it will meet to elect the next WMSU president. So we thank you once again for your cooperation and participation, virtual though they may be. But before I leave, I just thank the search committee for president and all the staff who made possible this virtual online public forum for the entire university. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay kayong lahat at mabuhay ang Western Mindanao State University.
Thank you very much, Dr. Roman. And now, without much further ado, we shall proceed with the public presentation of the candidates. The first aspirant is no other than the Vice President for Academic Affairs of Western Mindanao State University, Dr. Maria Carla Altea Ochotorena.
The honorable members of the Board of Regents, the Search Committee, the officials of the university, the deans and the members of the academic community, students, and all who are present in this distinguished gathering. I am Dr. Maria Carla A. Ochotorena, and I present myself as candidate for the position of President of the Western Mindanao State University. I take serious cognizance of the elements of service, vision, and commitment, the very virtues that should guide me as a future leader. Time has tested the university's endurance, and along the way, it has stamped its mark in the lives it touched and the many others whose simple beginnings have become better and fuller. It transformed lives that were far better than when it all started. It has not just transformed lives, it helped build them. These are the things that characterize my intention to be president of this university. They are things that provide an enduring foresight to what the future should be for the innocents came to the campus to seek new knowledge and future roles. It is a role that should not begin and end with degrees. It is a role that sustains. The very end of education is more than simple consciousness. It is the recognition of what is salient in the lives of those who would lead society in the future. To those I fully commit.
The transformation of this institution from the fledgling normal school to the great state university it is today is a product of the painstaking efforts and vision of the men and women who helped build it in over 100 years. Over a century, it fed the hungry minds of young men and women who dared to harness small ambitions and build them with incomparable courage to meet the challenges of the times. This university's past principals and presidents showed us the way and brought new meaning to the word leadership. When Charles Cameron, the school's first principal, took the helm of the old Zamboanga Provincial School, he faced the difficult responsibility of nurturing the beginnings of a new institution from which a bright future lay within. And that future is what we are all experiencing today. This is where the nation's intellectual community must lead, and this university should bear its mark. WMSU should not simply be a witness, neither just be a participant. It should be one of those who will take the lead to change the future. It cannot continue to remain satisfied with itself and wait for things to happen. It must steer the change and make things happen. While we cannot move as fast as other societies can, it is time for us to plant the seeds of tomorrow. The time dictates our movement, and that time is now. With great pleasure and pride, may I present to you my strategic plans if given the opportunity to serve as president of this prestigious university, the Western Mindanao State University. Ladies and gentlemen, the core values of my administration will be centered on transparency, accountability and good governance, academic freedom, equitable access, and social responsibility. WMSU's vision shall move forward, meeting the challenges and opportunities of Industry 4.0. In doing so, we have to address the relevant skills in this industrial revolution and develop appropriate curriculum for academic excellence through research with international standards. WMSU shall continue to open its doors to partner with stakeholders in its decision-making and activities that will improve the lives of the people in the community. We will welcome more business ventures and other IGPs to increase the university's financial capability. Our faculty shall teach with international standards at par with other international universities because we have the best faculty in this university and our students deserve nothing but the best. There will always be good teamwork between and among the administration and academic personnel. Our administrative support staff shall be customer-friendly and accessible to all their clientele. This can be realized by providing the highest quality of learning and teaching environment to relevant academic programs which are harmonious with international stature, strong scientific community-centered research and extension agenda, and upgrading of technological facilities and accelerating of strategic infrastructure development for resource generation sustainability and developing a culture of dedicated and integrity-driven public service. In order for this to be realized, we must provide the highest quality learning and teaching environment through the offering of academic programs with relevant international signature and age, the strong scientific community-centered research extension agenda, especially on the recent challenges of COVID-19, the upgraded technological facilities, accelerated infrastructure development for resource generation sustainability, and develop a culturally dedicated and integrity-driven public servant. The goals will be anchored on the following: to provide academic programs, services, and learning environment. It should promote innovative research and development and should have an accessible and customer-focused administrative support system and must also increase financial capability and with and no-nonsense involvement in community development services, especially on the challenges of the new normal brought about by the recent states concerned on COVID-19. For these goals to be realized, the following agenda are established: to ensure that the intellectual capital of Western Mindanao State University will effectively serve as a conduit for technological innovations, economic competitiveness, and inclusive growth in the development of an informed and responsible citizenry for knowledge economy and Industry 4.0, it is necessary to review, assess, and introduce appropriate interventions on the following areas. On instruction, it is imperative to improve the knowledge transfer of faculty through continuing graduate education in prestigious universities and institutions. It should also achieve Level 4 university accreditation, which should be compliant of its academic programs with national and international standards. With curricular offerings that will cater to the needs of emerging industries and the health welfare of sectors. And for that, institutionalization of college and university review programs for the improvement of board examinations results. For research, there is a need to develop a strong research culture by establishing and institutionalizing a different-wide research agenda that will focus on the following: adequate budget for research engagements through attractive compensations, incentives for faculty and student researchers, access of faculty and students to international research paper presentations and publications, the continuous capability building for novel and breakthrough researches of faculty and students with respect to the recent development on the health challenges of COVID-19. Research partnership collaboration with national, international institutions and funding agencies. The strengthening of the university intellectual property rights to facilitate the commercialization process of research outputs and patents. On extension programs, the extension programs of the university will focus on faculty and student engagements, which include but are not limited to the following: higher involvement in community and public services, the inclusion of entrepreneurship and community engagements as new benchmarks of extension programs, the transfer of technology for effective partnership for the improvement of quality service to the community, the application, dissemination, and transfer of new technologies to industries, business, government, community, and the welfare sectors, the collaborations between the university and the industry to the development of programs that will cater to the needs of the industry sector. For production and resource generation, it should provide better services and university products to the faculty, students, administrative personnel, and the community as a whole. Also, to generate alternative means of income to enhance the financial capability of the university. It must also establish linkages among agency partners for resource generation to enhance the various business activities of the university. It should upgrade strategic infrastructure and technological facilities and must undertake investment projects through partnership with business establishments in the country. For administrative services, it should provide relevant and continuing education and training programs for administrative personnel and must provide timely and accessible customer-focused and administrative support system and embrace a culture of continuous service improvement, with provision for an excellent and transparent communication to facilitate efficient feedback and should improve data governance and data management. James A. Garfield, the 20th President of the United States of America, once said, "There are men and women who make the world better just by being the kind of people they are. They have the gift of kindness, courage, loyalty, and integrity. It really matters very little whether they are behind the wheel of a truck or running a business or bringing up a family, because they teach the truth by living it." And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes my presentation. This should never be just me. but it should always be about us. As the new normal calls for we heal as one. So I say, together we will work as one. Miles de gracias y buenos días a todos.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maria Carla Ototorena, the first aspirant. And we now move on, proceed with the question and answer to be headed by no other than the chair of the search committee for WMSU President, Dr. Emelinda R. Roman.
Thank you. We would like to inform everyone that the search committee gathered information from the different sectors, the faculty sector, the alumni, the students, the staff, and the community. I have with me 15 questions from the faculty, and I would like to ask Dr. Ochotorena to give me a number. Which question should I ask you from 1 to 15?
I'll take number 8.
Number 8. Okay. This is the question. You are given 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
How will you encourage faculty members to do research in light of the perceived monopoly of the science faculty in the University Research Center?
Good morning, everyone. I guess nobody should have the monopoly of researchers in this community. Everybody should have the access to research. I guess the way of motivation to the family is to just give them the right motivation and the right access, and everyone should be fair in the research studies in the community. The the community in this university believes that we all have the capabilities to do researches. So uh, equal access to researchers, equal grants to everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Now, from the alumni, we were able to get 12 questions. Can you pick a number?
I'll take number 1.
Number 1. Should a university president be open and vocal about his or her political views? Or should he or she be apolitical? How are you going to deal with political interference in WMSU?
I guess we have to acknowledge that we have to work. With a good relationship with the people in politics, especially because Congress and senators are part of the Board of Regents. But to remain political in terms of the judgment and the management of the university, we have to give respect. We have to give them the access, but not necessarily limiting it to that they want already to control the university.
Okay. Next, from the community, pick a number from 1 to 9.
I'll take 7.
7. The question from the alumni is, how do you think can you make a difference in WMSU? This is from the community. How do you think can you make a difference in WMSU?
I have always believed that a good leader should lead by example. By being the good example to my employees, I will be able to do and to make a mark, make a difference in the university. Whatever I preach, I'll have to follow. So I'll have to be a good example to my people in the community, and I have to inspire them by being a good motivator and reach out to the people and be a good role model, and at the same time listen to the concerns of my people and the people in the community. By bringing the university to the community is one way of reaching out to the people in the community and make them realize that the Western Mindanao University is here to serve not only within the university but outside of the university, because we want to make a difference.
Okay. From the staff, we have 10 questions from the staff. Okay. Can you choose a number between 1 and 10?
I'll take 5.
Number 5. What is your agenda to elevate administrative services to best practices levels, particularly in the areas of organizational structure, quality of services, speed of delivery of services, and clientele satisfaction.
The university is working on guidelines and policies. Perhaps what we do now in the university is putting policies in order and making them realize that they are part of the university. They are the strong force or the workforce of the university, and somehow feel free to open up to the administration, and that we should be able to discuss matters regarding their welfare and discuss matters regarding what is best for not only for the administrative staff but for everybody in this university.
Okay. And finally, from the students, we have a total of 14 questions. Pick a number from 1 to 14.
I'll take an 8.
8. How much do you value campus press freedom? Would you support and protect the rights of campus journalists and student activists against the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020?
I would like to say that I was once a member of a college press, and I uphold press freedom, but to some limitations and policies. The anti-terrorism bill has something to do with policies with government's restrictions on some aspects of maintaining peace and order. Perhaps within the locality of the WMSU community, let us address first the knowledge of the students on what press freedom is all about and what anti-terrorism is all about, and we deal with it properly.
Okay, I think that is all for Dr. Ocho Torrena. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Research Committee. Madam Chair, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. She is the first aspirant, first in the list to present. And next in line, we have the Dean, OIC Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, Dr. Marilu Cabana Elado.
Buenos dias. Am I heard?
Yes, we can hear you, but I don't see you. Okay.
Is that
Hi,
clear?
Marilu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We start now.
The members of the Board of Regents, especially the chair and members of the search committee, our officials of the university, especially OIC Dr. Narvaez, other officials, my dear faculty, students, guests, the listening public, buenos dias, mayong buntag sa tanan, assalamualaikum. Today, I present the vision that was espoused as I share it with the past leadership of Dr. Milabel Enriquez Ho. And so kindly allow me to share my PowerPoint.
Yes.
May I ask
Go
that
ahead.
I my PowerPoint? Yeah, girl. I'm looking for my PowerPoint. Oh, wait a minute. I have technical problems. Yeah, pabor, yeah. Yan, ano yun. Tapos kayo, Eldinio, PowerPoint. PowerPoint. Ano? May abri.
May I ask the timer to give additional time to Dr. Elago because of technical difficulties.
Yes po, ma'am. I paused the time.
Yes, good, good. Mhm.
Wait, pan kailan? Is the keynote. Saan ito na desktop? Yung desktop one. Quiet, ma'am. Quiet.
Okay.
Hindi, manali. Ite? Hindi.
Okay, can
Yeah. Good morning once again. May I just test? Okay.
I may ask, are we
Okay.
live in Facebook? Are we live in Facebook?
Okay, so may I present to you the present vision of the university, where I was one of the contributors, being dean and part of the admin for the last 10 years, or at least in the 8 years that Dr. Ho envisioned for this. Global WMSU by 2025. And this is where we have joint forces in coming up with the same mission and vision that I am adopting now. But in order for the university to be great, WMSU must take a leadership role in the Southern Philippines, grounded on a strong academic program and dynamic research component where the faculty enjoy outstanding institutional performances, enjoying equitable benefits. However, in order for me to do this, because this is not a one-person act, I must have to look at the system from top down and at the same time look at it bottoms up so that the dream at the top is anchored to the ground below. The basic tenets of my management include honesty in academic and financial matters, democratic governance, due courtesy in professional affairs, open, public, and transparent processing in hiring and promotions, especially as regards the NBC, and a competitive developmental services to the community. At the center of my administration would be the faculty, because if we have excellent faculty, they can bring out the best in any student. Right now, we have turnover for masteral and doctoral degree programs because we don't have a strong agreement with those who went to Japan, who went to the States, who went to the Netherlands. Nobody came back. And so it is important that we upgrade our facilities so that they don't tell us we drive a car in Japan, but when we come back, there is only a Carabao. Also, we have to keep them teaching most of the time because most of them would like to be administrators when they come back. We have to keep them for most of the time inside the classroom because that's the very reason why they were sent on scholarships. They should also be the stimuli for research because they are trained for that. And most importantly, when they come back with a pure science, for example, the community will not wait for 3 years before they are given the commensurate rank. So the pandemic, COVID-19 has changed the way we handle classes, the way we will teach, and it's not going away for quite some time. So COVID-19 is an opportunity for flexi learning. In the sciences, we will have to deal with demonstration and return demonstration. The curriculum has to be improved, and we cannot promise our community flexi because we have surveyed and the students, not all of the students are connected. So we have to upgrade our facilities in terms of bandwidth. We also have to merge. If UP, for example, does the College of Medicine for 6 years, perhaps we can do a straight masteral for MD, MPH hospital administration. Biology will have to go towards medical sciences, and we have to respond to the needs for mines and geosciences. WMSU does not have a problem of attracting students because with 15,000, we have the cream of the crop. Unfortunately, there is a demand for connectivity. We must have a very strong Wi-Fi zone. Students who hold money matters must be given a training on financial management. I cannot not mention the comfort rooms. We need to make it more decent. The grievance committee must be activated so that all complaints of faculty teaching, absenteeism, tardiness must be coursed to this. They should also be given financial assistance. We still do not have a unified canteen, and as president, I will make sure that it will rise. I include in my visioning the canteen, which should not be within the campus as it is already crowded. We have, as president, I have to earmark an amount or get a from the local government or the national government, or as with all the allied sciences going with it, including biology and probably nursing. The library has to all be utilized for purposes of occupancy of those who would like to do research. There is a basic student to space ratio, which we are not following right now. So if I am president, I will with the LGU, especially for social preparation, social work. Sanitary landfill is overboard. So we are looking at the College of Engineering and Technology. For nutrition problems of our seniors, the College of Agriculture and Technology. Mental health must be prioritized, and we are looking at the College of Medicine and the College of Nursing. Soils, erosion, climate change. We are not remiss in terms of external linkage. I am at the helm of international and national conferences. We have gone to Buena Vista, 50 kilometers away for techno transfer, just this 2017. And I have been the host via WMSU for the International Biosecurity Conference and other symposia. The bottom line of this presentation is financial sustainability. It is one thing to spend the money wisely or efficiently. It is another thing to look for money. So as president, I will have to make sure that with this graph table, we have 600 million more or less. But I will make sure that in this corrupt-free management, all the necessary guidelines will be in place, and that resource generation will be in the form of book, for example, writing. But there must be, the bottom line is there must be royalty. If the university earns 40%, the department 30%, the writer must earn at least 30% also. And so I offer to you my personhood, my integrity, and my moral fiber, my educational qualification, and my administrative experience. And I tell you right now, I am ready to be the next WMSU president. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marilu Elago. We proceed, just like the first aspirant, we proceed with the question and answer. So we may maybe call in, welcome back, Dr. Roman for the question.
All right. Dr. Elago.
Yes, ma'am.
I will start with the questions from the students. We got a total of 14 questions. Number 8 has been selected. So please choose. Number 7. All right. The question is, explain briefly your understanding of academic freedom and academic excellence. If you are to choose only one of two, which would you choose?
I would choose academic excellence. And as you notice, I adopted the vision of Dr. Ho, where we will prioritize internationalization. And in order for us to do this, we cannot not have excellent faculty or excellence. So we are looking at how we rank in terms of outputs and how we impact the community. But in order for us to have a strategy, AACUP, I would consider AACUP and the ISO accreditation being strategies in order for us to ensure that we are competitive. Because if we are able to internationalize, that means we are at par with other excellent institutions.
Okay, thank you. From the staff, we received 12 questions, but I have included only 10. So choose a number from 1 to 10, except number 5.
4.
Number 4. What strategy will you pursue to achieve an ideal faculty administrative staff ratio?
Right now, I believe that the system has already looked and filtered the ratio of faculty and administrative staff. However, we see that there is some kind of imbalance in terms of faculty assigned to, for example, CSM. It's a big college. We only have one staff for the office. And we feel like there could be a way by which we can balance so that we have enough staff at the college level and we have enough staff at the different offices of the university.
Okay, are you finished?
Yes.
Okay. Now we proceed to the questions from the community. There are a total of 9 questions. Please pick a number except number 7.
I'll say number 5.
Number 5. What would you consider as the major problem in WMSU, and how will you deal with it?
I think that WMSU, in terms of budget, is not getting the amount that is needed, or if we get it, we are not able to produce research proposals that will attract different grantees, communities like USAID, OSAID, UST, CHED. So I feel like this is one of the problems. And if I have to mention more, the clamor, there has been some kind of an unrest, if I can use the word, in terms of how we apportion NBC points. Every time we are in the midst of evaluation, there is always a problem. So we feel like we can make the results of the evaluation transparent, or we digitalize it so that everyone gets to see the contribution. Second, I think we have to have a, when we hire faculty, one of the main issues should be whether or not the faculty is a master's degree holder, because, and we have to throw it in the papers and publish it so that we get the cream of the crop of the applicants, although we have some kind of challenge there considering our peace and order situation.
Okay. Now, the next question is from the alumni. I have a total of 12 questions from the alumni. Please pick one number except number 1.
Number 12.
Number 12. By what principles and approaches will you use to lead and manage WMSU? What principles and approaches?
I believe that I have to be the role model. If we say our challenge is research, I must be the one doing the collaboration. I must lead. If I tell the faculty, go and publish, I must have published. I am publishing. If I say, go and present, my paper must pass the rigors of blind review. And so I must lead by example. If I tell the faculty, do the Bundy clock, you have to come at 8. I have to be there at 8. So I believe that there should not be much of a problem if the faculty, the students can see that the ones coming up with the laws are also law-abiding.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
question, are you done? Yeah.
The second is whenever there is a concern, I will have to do a bottoms-up approach. There must always be consultation. Whenever a president decides, he calls upon not only the administrative council, but he calls on the rest of the stakeholders of the community.
Okay. Now the question from the faculty, we have 15 questions. Choose a number except number 8.
Number 15.
Number 15. The establishment of external units has brought about more issues on effective management of these units. Why should you support the argument that shall gain faster momentum in its institutional development efforts if it will manage fewer external campuses?
I would agree to the concept that there should be fewer external units because we follow certain standards, especially as regards screening of our faculty, screening of our students. If you are in an external campus and you listen to a mother or a student cry that the passing is 60, but my score is 50, and we don't have the number that will make this campus viable, the tendency is we will stray away from our standard. And that's straying away from excellence. So I agree that we have to maintain the same standard. Even the communities outside of UP Los Baños, their children are not able to enter UP Los Baños because they maintain a particular standard. And I would like to see a similar situation in order for WMSU to be greater.
Next question is, I think, have you answered all? Let me just check. You've answered the question from the faculty, from the alumni, from the community. I think you have I think you have answered all 5 questions. Thank you, Dr. Elago.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Elago, and thank you also to Dr. Roman. Now we move on to the third aspirant, and he is no other than the Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Joselito Dalempines Madronial. Sir, you may start.
The Honorable Chair and members of the Selection Committee for President, the WMSU family, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, buenos dias a todos. I am Dr. Joselito Madronial, an applicant for President of the Western Mindanao State Universities. I have the honor to present my vision, mission, and development goals for the university. For the mission, WMSU shall provide progressive leadership in instruction, administration, research, and extension services. It shall promote demand-oriented, outcomes-based programs and services in conjunction with creativity, innovation, collaboration, excellence, and technological advancement. My development goals for instruction: high passing rate. Maintain a high passing rate in board and licensure examination according to the standard set by Commission on Higher Education by implementing pre-board scheme, strengthening the Center for Continuing Education Review Service to be at par with prestigious review centers in the country, and providing of incentive to the performing college or colleges. Establish partnership with reputable review centers in the country. Innovative instruction. Deliver an innovative instruction to meet the evolving needs of the students and accelerate their opportunities in the digital world by shifting from traditional facilities to the recent advances in instructional technology. Responsive graduates. Produce responsive graduates nurtured with the highest quality of instruction, imbued with skills and values, and capable of initiating transformation, not only for themselves, but for the country and the global community. Development program. Optimize faculty and administrative personnel development program to enhance employees' skills and capacitate them to function based on the recent demands of the respective disciplines. Implement curricula across all programs. Design and implement curricula across all programs compliant with CHED memorandum and underpinned by emerging technological educational trends in conjunction with flexible approaches taught by faculty of high caliber. Establish linkages. Establish linkages among the universities, both local and international, through student exchange program and faculty exchange program. My development goals for administration. Digital University. Deliver maximum impact to all clients of the university through efficiency of services by optimizing the use of technology such as paperless transactions, online enrollment process, radio frequency ID for vehicles, computer center for students, and accessibility to free Wi-Fi connection. Transparency. Ensure transparency in the procurement system by involving stakeholders and media in the process. Responsive. Create university hotline catering to the immediate questions, concerns of the stakeholders. Commit and create a responsive solution to the global environmental issues by improving the existing infrastructure and future projects attuned to green architecture. University Management Committee. Reactivate the University Management Committee with the vice presidents, deans, directors, and section chiefs as members. Tracer study among alumni. To continue the conduct of a tracer study among alumni and organize a database for easy access. Institutionalized wellness program. Improve physical health and overall wellness of all employees through institutionalized physical fitness program and procurement of medical equipment to be able to give free medical checkup among employees. Development goals for research. Partnership collaboration. Engage in collaborations, partnerships, and outsource funding across sectors in addressing societal problems through research, thereby establishing significance in the country and the world. Increase research funds and incentives. Strengthen the capability of the research office to carry out scholarly and relevant studies that deal with the issues and concerns of the society and environment by increasing its financial resources for funding of research, giving incentives to faculty with publications and conducting trainings to enhance researchers' skills and knowledge to the new development in the field of research. Mainstream across ASEAN region and the world. Mainstream the university across ASEAN region and the world through research publications and partnerships collaboration. My development goals for extension. Partnership. empower non-formal education graduates through partnerships among public and private companies to provide the opportunity among graduates to finance their own small business by facilitating the process between parties to avail of microloan, microfinance, or microcredit. Needs assessment. Conduct needs assessment before embarking on extension activities to ensure the relevance and impact of service or services rendered. Sustainability. Ensure sustainability of extension services. My development goals for resource generation. Real estate, build, operate, transfer scheme. Invest in real estate properties and engage in build, operate, transfer scheme to expand universities' resources. Increase income generation. Increase income generation projects by optimizing the university resources to expand its services outside WMSU, such as food service, Center for Continuing Education or CCE, University Press, hostel, etc. Centralized food center. Construct a building to be utilized as food center, one for the entire campus, with conducive, clean, and safe environment for all WMSU employees and students. Services expansion. Maximize the use of all the university assets to generate income and financial sustainability. Housing development project. Propose a housing development program through resource generation income to be paid off by the beneficiary through monthly amortization. Propelling all the core functions of the university to include the administration, my vision shall be Western Mindanao State University shall be the foremost institution that provides the highest standard of learning for the advancement of total human development. In closing, Honorable Chair and members of the Selection Committee, I would like to share this maxim of John Maxwell, and I quote, "The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The leader adjusts the sails." I am Dr. Solito Madronial, applicant for President of the Western Mindanao State University, and I am ready to adjust the sails towards good governance, growth, and excellence in the university. Thank you very much, the Honorable Chair and members of the Selection Committee. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Madronial. This time, once again, Dr. Roman, you may now
Okay.
questions.
Okay, Dr. Madronial, we'll start with the alumni. We have 12 questions. Please pick a number except number 1 and 12.
Number 7, please, Madam Chair.
Number 7. How will you help the jobless alumni, and what programs will be initiated to assist them?
Well, the university has been very consistent about linkages with the Department of Labor and Employment, with the private industries or organizations. Usually, the university holds what they call this employment in the. This has been a regular activity. I forgot the term.
Is it
where
placement, job placement?
yeah, that's a placement. Yeah, that's the term. Yeah, Madam Chair, thank you. We regularly do that, and that could be one avenue where we can help the alumni. Thank you, Madam.
Okay. Now, from the community, a total of 9 questions. Pick a number except number 5 and 7.
Number 8, please, Madam Chair.
Number 8. What is your stand on the anti-terrorism law?
Well, there are pros and cons, Madam Chair. We have had several leaders in the country that, they were not able to address the peace and order issues of the country. This is a desperate move on the Duterte administration, and I support that, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Okay. From the staff, a total of 10 questions. Please pick a number except 4 and 5.
Number 7, Madam Chair, please.
Number 7. how can you help the employees get permanent items, especially the contract of service and the job order employees?
Yeah, I resonate with that concern. I understand fully because I've been with the administration for the last 30 years. Um, First and foremost, we pin our hope on the ROS. ROS is the revised organizational structure and staffing standards for SUPs. Uh, Good morning to the Honorable Vice Chair of the Selection Committee, Dr. Ruquillos, the PASO President. I think they have taken this up. We are still pinning our hope on the ROS. We hope that this will be realized because that is only the one opportunity that we can uh, enjoy movements in the administration and we will be able to have new plantilla items. The problem with the administration, it does not have a similar scheme with the NBC 461. Our opportunities for growth are very limited unless we go to the academic sector. I have been telling my colleagues to prepare themselves, equip themselves, and look for better opportunities. But the hope is still there. I hope we will be able to get an answer from the Honorable PASO President as to the status of the roles. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. From the students, 14 questions. Please pick a number except numbers 7 and 8.
Number 5, Madam Chair.
Number 5. If mass promotion of students is going to be allowed by CHED, will you allow it? Why or why not?
Well, first and foremost, the CHED is the oversight the agency for state universities and colleges, and we cannot defy if there is an order to implement mass promotion, then we have to abide by the order. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. And finally, from the faculty, I have 15 questions. Pick a number from 1 to 15 except number 8 and number 15.
Number 7, please, Madam Chair.
Number 7. The use of information technology and learning management systems like blended learning is an innovative mode of transmitting knowledge during this pandemic. How do you intend to address the problem of students who do not even have access to the internet?
Well, we cannot, at the moment, I will we cannot expect a 100% implementation of the LMS of blended learning. There must be a certain percentage to be allocated for students who will still avail of the traditional teaching learning process. First and foremost, even if there is an available Wi-Fi, we are not assured of its quality. For students, I'm thinking about students from external studies units, students from far-flung areas, from island cities. I don't think that it's possible for them, Madam Chair. One option there is the modular. They can make use of the modules to continue and avail and adapt the new normal. That's all. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Madronial. I think you've answered all the questions from the different sectors.
Thank you, Madam Chair and the Search Committee.
Thank you very much, Dr. Madronial. The fifth aspirant is no other than the director of Cagayan Valley Small Ruminant Center of Isabela State University. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jonathan Nino Naiga.
To the chair and members of the Board of Regents, the chair and the members of the search committee, headed by Dr. Marinda R. Roman, the OIC President, Dr. Teresita Marbaez, officials, faculty members, staff, students, our friends from the community, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning to everyone. It's my pleasure to present to you my vision, mission, goals, and core values for Western Mindanao State University. For my vision for Western Mindanao State University, it is a leading locally responsive and globally competitive university. Why locally responsive university? WMSU, like every state university, it is a forward-looking partnership-based institution of learning established through the support of all local stakeholders. It is an institution identifying the name of its local stakeholders, the people of Western Mindanao, the province affordable educations, accessible and quality, science and technology-based solutions, and innovations for economic development in the region. Why globally competitive? We exist in a boundless world with competitions having no limits. To ensure that our graduates will come out victorious, they must acquire the competence required in the world of work. WMSU must prepare our graduates to the world and entice the world to come and study here as well. The mission of my leadership in Western Mindanao State University is that shall serve to strengthen regional capacity by practicing transformational leadership, quality education, responsive research and development, innovative management for excellence in service, and good governance. For the development goals, under my leadership, WMSU will pursue and ensure a responsible curricula to societal industry needs by reviewing and strengthening the curricular programs using reputable tools to produce good professionals, conduct survey and possible collaborations with the community and industry players, and be part of the government move 4.0, a revolution through education, agriculture, and industrialization. WMSU will pursue and craft a research and development and extension excellence framework as a source of scientific information as inputs to policy and decision making by identifying a pool of experts, establishment of RDE centers for more responsive to the community, and have more collaboration with other research institutions as well. WMSU will pursue an enhanced favorable environment for students, faculty, and workers, like the coming up of instructional development, professional development, modernizing facilities, management capabilities of university executives, and a sense of social responsibility. WMSU will pursue and create and mobilize resources to as a strategy to support international collaboration, like the packaging of quality and timely research project proposals, expand linkages and collaboration for journal publications, and strengthen the existing resources in the university. WMSU will pursue and support, develop, and strengthen the innovation entries to the entrepreneurial activities, like to develop a culture of innovation for personnel and students as a support mechanisms in promoting business ecosystem, create a platform to commercialize different technologies that are being generated by our researchers. WMSU will pursue and advocate excellence in the administrations and governance services, like academic governance that refers to curriculum, instructional design, and professional developmental design. Political governance that working with conditions, hiring policy, the tenure, and the discipline. Number two is the financial governance that refers to the budget, procurement, resource generation, and the financial reporting system, and the economic governance that talks about the salaries and wages, the leave and health and other benefits of our employees. WMSU will establish linkages and partnership with local and international organizations, like increasing possible collaboration in the local and international organizations in terms of academic, research and development and extension programs. For the core values, Western Mindanao State University stands for W, work with passion for excellence and innovation. Letter M, making life better through teamwork and collaboration. Letter S, It has service adherence to work ethics and integrity. And letter U, unity and dynamic involvement in quality management. I am very much confident of saying this because for my job experiences as an administrator, academician, researchers, and extension worker, technology generator, resource generator, and an entrepreneur. And because of these experiences, I was able, together with my team and with the support of our university president, was able to come up with 2 program leadership, 28 project leadership, 1 international visiting professor, 9 international exchange scientists and expert programs, 22 international and local publications, 22 approved and commercialized intellectual property rights, 37 awards, and I also become a resource person for 20 times, and a resource generated amounting to 146,500,000 pesos just intended for the establishment of the support facilities that are needed for our students, faculty, researchers, and extension workers, entrepreneurs, farmers, and stakeholders under my supervision as the director of the center. To give you some example of these facilities that I have handled and produced, this is a laboratory facilities where the PhD, MS, and other students made their effort to do their research and experimental activities. We were able also to produce a facility for an embryo transfer, a microbiology laboratory transfer, where animal experiments are being conducted. We're able also to produce a liquid nitrogen plant. And of course, we have to produce also facilities for a AA accredited slaughterhouse and FDA accredited meat processing center. And these facilities are being used by our clients, especially under the technology business incubation projects, together with the students and MSMEs who are doing and conduct their hands-on activities, product manufacturing, and product fabrications of their products before commercialization. We're able also to produce a printing and unit design that are intended for the commercialization of the product as a requirement, which is the label. We have also established support facilities for a classroom and lecture for our students and for our clients for us to handle the training and activities as well. We're also supported with the registration of trademarks because these trademarks are the most important things that we have to consider before we commercialize our products. And we are also supported this to our clients outside under the startup program of the Department of Science and Technology. In terms of the national team setup and collaboration, as I've mentioned to you a while ago, I have produced 10 regions under my collaborations, starting from Regions 1, Region 2, CAR, Region 3, Region 5, Region 7, Region 8, Region 10, Region 11, and Region 12. And this collaboration has made is to introduce different technologies that we have developed, especially our technologies at the Isabela State University under my supervisions in the Cagayan Valley Small Ruminants Research Centers with my team in collaborations with the local government unit to disseminate the information of technologies that we have and now being adopted by our farmers in the community in the different areas in the Philippines. We have also a team set up for international collaborations from the United Kingdom, Korea, Japan, Vietnam, Taiwan, Thailand, India, Indonesia, and Australia. So with this accomplishment, ladies and gentlemen, I am very much confident to work with you as your new president if given the chance. And I would like to ask everybody to please help me to endorse me to the members of the Board of Regents to vote me as your new president. And I promise to do my part. And I'm going to use my experience as a researcher, extensionist, to lead you as new president of the Western Mindanao State University. Thank you very much. I'm wishing you luck. Thank you, Western Mindanao State University, at maayong buntag sa tanan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Naiga. Dr. Roman will now ask the questions to you.
Okay, Dr. Naiga, first question from the alumni sector. 12, there are 12 questions, but 3 numbers have already been taken. That's numbers 1, 7, and 12. So can you choose a number between 2 and 11, except
Number 5, please.
number 5. All right. Any recommendations on how WMSU should be structured, and what are your programs for HR management?
Well, in terms of HR management, I would like to encourage Western Mindanao State University, the team under my leadership, if given the chance, to advocate excellence in administration and governance services. This is one way or another to provide academic governance, political governance, financial governance, and economic governance to consider the viewpoint of our applicants and to consider the viewpoint of our employees, to give them all the benefits and incentives and the real considerations of their present situations as of now. I'll make WMSU an academic and socially relevant state institution of higher learnings, and with the integrity of the its members of the family of Western Mindanao State University. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, from the staff, please choose a number between 1 and 10, except numbers 4, 5, and 7.
Number 8, Madam Chair.
Number 8. What changes will you introduce to strengthen merit-based hiring and promotion?
Well, the strategies that I'm going to introduce to the university in terms of merit and promotion is based on performance, based on qualifications, and based on their contributions and commitment and dedication to the university. That's it, Mr. That's Dr. Madam Chair.
Okay, sure. Now, from the community, choose a number between 1 and 9, except numbers 5, 7, and 8.
Number 6.
Number
Madam
6.
Chair.
All right. The community is a stakeholder of WMSU. Up to what extent will you allow it to influence your decision as WMSU president? By the community, I think what is meant here is the outside community.
Well, I think the term influenced by the community, it depends upon the situation. Meaning, if I'll be the president for Western Mindanao State University, I will not be influenced based on not in merit, but I strongly recommend for a proper collaborations in terms of the implementation of some programs between the Western Mindanao State University and the community as a whole. So it's just a matter of a proper collaboration, proper partnership, but not to depend in one situations that they will influence us not in accordance with the guidance and rules of the Western Mindanao State University.
Okay.
That's all, Madam Chair.
Okay. The last, from the students, there are 14 questions. Please choose a number except number 5, 7, and 8. 1 to 14 except numbers 5, 7, and 8.
Number 6, Madam Chair.
Number 6. Sexual harassment is an ongoing issue in the educational sector. If this happens in WMSU, how will you handle the situation? Will you protect the image of WMSU or prioritize the welfare of the victims? If anyone is found guilty of sexual harassment, how will you deal with the perpetrator?
Well, if I'm given the chance as the president for WMSU, there is no doubt that we have to protect the image of the Western Mindanao State University. Protections of the image is not in the sense that we have to cover up the problems in WMSU, meaning we have to protect the integrity, the dignity of the Western Mindanao State University while helping the victims to resolve the problems. And we have to penalize the concerned people who do the sexual harassment for our students, for our staff, or even our faculty members. That's all. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Finally, question from the faculty. I have 15 questions. Choose a number except 7, 8, and 15. 7, 8, and 15. Choose a number.
Number nine, Madam Chair.
All right. Number 9. What localization projects aligned with research and extension will you pursue to ensure that WMSU shall be a true university of choice and be known in the international arena?
Can you repeat the question, Madam Chair?
What
Nawala yung aking signal.
All right. What localization projects aligned with research and extension will you pursue to ensure that WMSU shall be a true university of choice and be known in the international arena?
Well, first of all, I am not so much particular for Western Mindanao State University, the existing project, but all I have to do is to come up with an assessment, an evaluation of the flagship commodity of the Western Mindanao State University, and this is one way or another to strengthen this program, including the academic programs, and this will be bring to the international arena, like attendance in the national fora, attendance of the seminar, and any convention arena, so that the works of the Western Mindanao State University will be given the chance and the priority to establish in the international globalization corner. And by this, Madam Chair, I would like to advise later on that we have to prioritize the programs and projects of the Western Mindanao State University that includes publications, that includes intellectual property rights, and that includes the technology search, and that also includes bringing this technology to the national community and international community. We have to bring the name, our name of Western Mindanao State University, the name of our academic performance, research performance, extension performance, and entrepreneurial performance together with our students. And we have to bring the performance, the excellent performance of the Western Mindanao State University to be known in the international arena, and come up with the strong collaborations with the international community, like the universities that, like what we did, we extend our partnership and collaboration to the different international communities and universities to conduct our research extension programs and entrepreneurial learning programs as a part of our academic programs in the university. I have to do this also in Western Mindanao State University as long as I will be considered. Thank you so much, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jonathan Naiga. Now we move on to the Director of External Linkages and International Relations of Zamboanga City State Polytechnic College. Let's welcome Dr. Edgardo H. Rosales. Sorry, sir. I beg your pardon. Next in line is the college Dean of the College of Liberal Arts of Western Mindanao State University. Let's all welcome Dr. Adrian Perez Semorlan. Sir.
You may start, Dr.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the screening committee. Good morning, WMSU family and partners. Onus Instar Commune. I have to present to you my proposed development goals, mission, vision of our beloved university. To begin with, I have to present first my development goals. Number one is on instructional development. We have to optimize faculty development program through faculty trainings and workshops, faculty scholarship, benchmarking, and educational visit, as well team building. We have to strengthen industry partnership for curriculum development and students apprenticeship, internship, and OJT. We have to strengthen collaboration with different institutions, whether local, national, and international, on peace development activities in the region for curricular enhancement on peace education and extension programs. We have to initiate a visiting professorship program in which renowned faculty will be invited to further knowledge on interdisciplinary approach, whether locally, nationally, or internationally. We have to develop and implement board programs retention policy and sustainability. And we have to promote case study teaching method, applying the Harvard teaching method strategy. Leading to mission number one. Next, on research development. We have to organize and create research center per college. We have to increase research endeavors in the university on the outsourced partnership grants through HEIs, POs, GOs, partnerships, and industry linkages. We have to foster research-friendly environment for the faculty and administration personnel in the university. We have to collaborate with CHED, DOST, higher education institutions for annual research and extension expo. We have to strengthen mentoring program in every college in order to develop a spirit of research among faculty. We have to encourage collaborations and partnerships with other leading research institutions to motivate and boost the potentials of other university researchers. We have to allocate more budget for incentives to publish articles and researches in a reputable and accredited journals. We have to allocate budget for incentives to paper presenters and keynote speakers in national and international conferences. We have to collaborate with other SUCs and academic private institutions in the region for joint research services in the region. We have to invite reputable international researchers in the conduct of seminar workshops to the faculty and administration personnel. Leading to mission number two. Next, on extension services development. We have to implement WMSU community schools for stakeholders' accessibility and learning conduciveness. We have to extend services to the community to empowering partnered barangays using these particular programs. We have to collaborate with other SUCs and academic private institutions in the region for joint extension services in the region. And we have to establish a center for post-conflict rehabilitation services in Region 9, which my Pitlan and Felix EDP fellow. Leading to mission number 3. Next, on the income generation projects. We have to plan and conceptualize WMSU La Paz development projects as future IGPs for ecotourism research and extension center, WMSU Leadership Training Academy, WMSU Sports Camp, and CCJE Training Camp. We have to expand WMSU Language Resource Development Center through local, national, and international partnerships. We have to strengthen marketing campaign for the Center for Continuing Education Services in the Region 9. We have to expand on food services catering of the university on other institutions. Expansion of health services of the university in the community as a corporate strategy. We have to develop summer camp clinics, sports, literacy, and socio-cultural. We have to implement a centralized food center. We have to establish a university business center. And we have to engage in technology, entrepreneurship-oriented programs. Leading to mission number 4. Next, on the administration development services. We have to implement an 8-year campus development plan with proper consultation to all stakeholders for infrastructure development program of the university. We have to advocate amalgamation among SUCs in Zamboanga City through linkages, collaboration, and partnership using California systems model. We have to implement paperless grading system. We have to install CCTVs in the vicinities of the university. We have to have live stream back bidding in the university for transparency. We have to implement database management system and HRM application software package and implement a records and asset management software systems in the university. We have to strengthen our voice in the Regional Development Council as an academic representative in the region. And we have to install an internet software and speaker system among colleges for safety and real-time announcement for students and faculty. Implement an NBC 4618 cycle, improve our free Wi-Fi system in the university. We have to enhance sports and wellness development in the university. And recommends President Emeritus or Professor Emeritus status to former WMSU presidents. Leading to mission number 5. Next, on student development services. We have to develop student leaders in spearheading leadership seminar workshop to WMSU students. We have to assign per student organization to collaborate with a partnered barangay for their social services. One organization per barangay. We have to encourage involvement within and out campus educational and extension-related activities. We have to implement reward system based on the prescribed criteria for the awarding of best organizations per category through its services within the university and in the communities. We have to encourage student leaders to conduct benchmarking and educational visits to other higher institutions and conduct campus tour and extend enrollment assistance to incoming first-year students. For sports development services, we have to strengthen scouting system for the future varsity athletes of the university. We have to hire outside skilled trainers to assist the sports coaches in training the university athletes. We have to propose to build sports camp in Wingsu La Paz lot. We have to recognize exemplary performance of varsity players by granting award and incentives. We have to implement policy in which Rimsu Van Rosa bus can be utilized to ferry sports coaches and varsity players in any sports competition, whether local and national. And to commit an all-out support to PASUK and mass sports competition and strengthen sports enhancement programs for sports coaches and varsity players in the university. Last, on the alumni partnership services, we have to implement announcements and communication among WinSU alumni to electronic mail. We have to strengthen and enhance partnership and connection with the alumni station leading to a larger university. We have to propose the alumni garden project. We have to encourage and recognize alumni giving to various funds raising activities, develop a national network for alumni support, and involve in charitable works assistance. Propose for alumni scholarship grant. Propose, promote gender awareness. Create alumni website and conduct alumni study. Leading to mission number 6. Instruction, last, pursue and sustain international standard to ISO, ISA, and accreditation. Leading to mission number 7. And lastly, leading to the vision of WMSU, the Western Mindanao State University shall be the leading education institution towards global social transformation, leading through linkages, partnership, and collaboration that embodies significance in innovation, responsiveness, and positive transformative impact on humanistic, environmental, socio-cultural, economic, scientific, and creative endeavors for the country and the world. Arriba WMSU! Only smart and strong will survive. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adrian Semorlan. Now we welcome back Dr. Roman for the questions.
Okay, Dr. Samorlan,
Yes, ma'am. Good
question.
morning.
Good morning. Questions from the students.
Yes,
There are 14 questions, but already numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8 have been taken. So choose a number from 1 to 14 except 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, ma'am. Choose number 9.
Okay, number 9.
9.
Given enough resources, what specific projects are you going to prioritize?
For me, it's 2 priority projects I would implement for the students' services. One is more on leadership training seminar workshop for the students. We have to build future leaders of the university, especially the young ones.
Okay.
We have to prepare them to be prepared as leaders in the university. For me, as student leader in our college and part of the leaders of organization, we have to build them during the first year up to the 4th year. And second, we have to implement social services in the barangays. One organization per barangay. So we have to implement feeding programs, extension services to the barangays in Zamboanga City. That's the 2 projects I'll implement for students: leadership training and community services.
Okay. Now,
you.
question from the faculty, 15 questions. Choose a number except 7, 8, 9, and 15.
So I'll choose number 9 again. No?
Ano, nakuha na yung number 9 eh. Choose a
13.
number 13. Okay.
Yes, sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay. The implementation of Republic Act 10931 recognizes each external unit as a campus, and this has brought about a strain in the level of support to the university from stakeholders in the respective LGUs where the external units are located. How will you revive stakeholder interest in supporting this unit so that they can contribute to making WMSU as a university of choice?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the question. I will give credit to our former president, Dr. Minabelho, for this implementation of quality education in the SU units. I firmly believe that consultation is very important with different stakeholders. We have to analyze first the policy guidelines implemented in the university through proper consultation and create a committee to evaluate the ESO services in the university. Because I believe ESO is very important in the contribution of education in different areas in Region 9. So I believe that the faculty right now are already qualified and already equipped, and they are already studying their master's and doctoral degree for the implementation of ESU services. I believe that ESU right now is doing well for WMSU, and we have to enhance more regarding faculty development, research, and extension, as well as administration. Thank you very much.
Okay. Question from the community. Choose a number between 1 and 9 except numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 to 9 except 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Number 9, ma'am.
Number 9.
Yes, ma'am.
What welfare programs are you going to implement for the faculty and the staff?
So basically, now number 1 is on the sport and wellness development of the faculty. We have to be have a well sound in body for the mental health of the faculty and the administration. Because once you are fully healthy, you can implement, you can do your work rigorously every day. That's the main thing for wellness. So I have to consult the CPERS, the PE department, to conduct a wellness activity for the faculty. Second is more on research and extension services. We have to improve our extension research of the university, especially mentoring and trainings for research extension services, because we need outcome-based extension services, not only for the meantime, not only for 6 months, but a long-term extension and research activities of the university. So wellness, research, and extension. Because in academics, already well placed because of Dr. Mirabel's innovation and transformation of our university. Thank you.
Okay. From the staff, choose a number from 1 to 10 except 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Number 9, ma'am.
Number 9. The university's business component reflects only a fraction of the total operating budget. Is there any particular business program that you would like to pursue?
And for me, I believe we have to establish a university business center in the university. We have to look for a lot or a place, especially in the main campus or in the La Paz campus for that particular business center to implement all of the businesses of the university. Like for example, we have to have our own university shirts for the faculty and students. That's part of the IGP. And second, we also have to strengthen our partnership with other institutions regarding language development resource center. It's very productive university. Or we can have trainings for French language, German language, Mandarin, Korean language, to the different institution or students or faculty and other stakeholders in university. That's part of the IGPs that we need to improve in university. And of course, the CCE, the Center for Continuing Education. We have to strengthen our marketing campaign. We have to do some guerrilla marketing campaign. We have to go to each institution and promote our services of WMSU so that they can ask us to train them, to train them for future leaders or future trainings of stakeholders in Zamboanga City. Thank you.
Okay. Last, from the alumni, choose a number from 1 to 12, except numbers 1, 5, 7, and 12.
Number 9, ma'am.
Number 9. Up to what extent will you allow the alumni to interfere in the affairs of the university?
I believe alumni is not interfering in the affairs of the university. We are partners for development. We need alumni for continuing projects and implementation of the policy and guidance of the university. We need them. We need them for WMSU, not only for the students, as well the faculty, administration, and all stakeholders in the university. Our alumni are very influential and powerful in terms of development in the region. For example, they conducted what we call a free medical mission for the university. They conducted, with coordination with WMSU, about job fair activities for the graduating students and the alumni. And I believe, I consider them as partners for development. And we have to collaborate with them for the improvement of our university. Thank you.
Okay, I think that is all, Dr. Semorlan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
You're
very
done.
much, and God bless.
Okay, good luck to all of you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Simmerlan, the fifth aspirant for the WMSU presidency. And now we move on to the next aspirant. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the immediate past president of J.H. Sariles State College. Let's welcome Dr. Edgardo Hermitano Rosales.
Yeah, Dr. Rosales, you may now start.
My greetings of peace to the honorable members of WMSU Board of Regents, the dynamic members of the search committee, WMSU stakeholders, friends, ladies and gentlemen, buenos dias a todos. My dream to become a WMSU president is not by accident, but a product of a long-term preparation based from a fair play experience and not from any political influence. I run because I am confident that I have with me my hard-earned and genuine qualifications and tested track record with this prestigious university, my alma mater. I am here today to present my vision, mission, and plans for WMSU based on my actual experience as a former SUP president. My vision for WMSU is to be My vision for WMSU is to be a top-ranked, resilient university in the country and in the ASEAN region. WMSU has been existing for more than 100 odd years, but never in the history that her name was put among the top universities, the top 10 universities in the Philippines. To realize this vision, we need to fulfill our mission. And our WMSU mission is to be the center of excellence in all our flagship programs through innovative, attuned curricula to the national and global demand. My vision mission are my 9-point agenda, which are represented by the acronym RESILIENT. We need resilient agenda to be a top resilient university. Resilient means research, industry, and technology-based curriculum. We have to integrate now research, the needs of industry, and technology in our curriculum. E is for extension and community services for the people, bringing the university to the community. S is to strengthen sports, cultural, and international linkages. I is to improve income generating projects. L is to level up the university. I is for infrastructure development and upgraded digital student services. E, employees, professional growth, and human resources investment. And N stands for neutrality and good governance. And the last one is for teaching and non-teaching promotion, rewards, and incentives. Due to the limited time given for this presentation, allow me to focus my plans based on my 5 institutional goals. My first goal is that WMSU will become a model of innovative and resilient curriculum to meet the national and global demand. I have 2 third plans. The moment I sit down as the new president of Western Mindanao State University, I will move for the implementation of the new university programs for learning via online and digital education, dubbed as the new WMSU uploaded curriculum. This is similar of the UP Open University and distance education curriculum. It is the right time to invest on online education. Never in the history that WMSU has implemented a very successful e-distance learning education. So that is why WMSU is not very prepared for what happened now under the new normal condition. Another thing, along with this plan for the implementation of new curriculum, is that we have to create an institutional portal using cloud system for our online classes. So we need to adapt technology in the delivery modality of our learning. Goal number 2 is to be a functional research university in the country and in the ASEAN region. So what are our plans? First is to revisit our policy on faculty involvement and investment. We'll study how UP was implementing the 12-6 teaching ratio, the 12 units teaching, 6 units research policy. Inventory of our research university outputs, so that we will know what are the research outputs focused on policy development, extension, production, and to generate new knowledge. Next, establishment of the research centers and laboratories. Upgrade our laboratories. Research center, we need only 5 million to have a budget, annual budget for one research center. Maybe it's high time we'll start to have a research center for STEM, for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Then the next year we'll have a research center for HUMS. These are our plans. And also to upgrade our laboratories so that we can share our inventions, our new technology, because we have an upgraded laboratory in the university. Next is creation of research mentoring and coaching. This is sustainable capacity building of our researchers in the university. Another is to strengthen university research collaborations. Collaboration here in the Philippines, with other universities, and even abroad. And next is that to develop apps for data gathering through online research instruments. With COVID or without COVID, research activities of the university will continue. Goal number 3, to be a genuine university for life, bringing the university to the community with the intention to change people's lives. The moment I sit down as the new president, I would like to introduce a new extension framework anchored on Alivia Vida. Alivia Vida is a Chabacano term which means poverty alleviation. In this framework that I'm going to introduce, all extension activities of the colleges are synchronized using this agenda. Like, for example, advocacy for productive agriculture and environmental education. This will be handled by the College of Agriculture. This will be handled by the College of Forestry. And last, I have a proof of effectiveness of using this institutional framework. And last, the genuine university like will have a conduct an online extension program because of the COVID-19 and conduct annual impact assessment. Another is a profitable and sustainable resource generation. How are we going to do this? We invest more on the top higher earning IDPs. And next is to conduct feasibility studies on the in-demand products and services. Maybe a feasibility study to come up with a call center in the university, online tutorial services, and online review centers. And we have to strengthen private-public partnership. For the last goal is to be a center of good governance in public higher education. I am going to push this advocacy for WMSU for unity, advocacy for a zero corruption through transparency, advocacy for happy WMSU employees, granting all the benefits prescribed by law, investment for the site, new WMSU site for faculty and staff village. And in order this advocacy to be implemented, you need a president who is a Christ advocate, who has the credibility, humility, responsibility, integrity, simplicity, and a team player. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new landscape of Western Mindanao State University under my administration. We need a resilient agenda to fulfill our mission, and we need a resilient president to become a top resilient university. In this race, I may not be the best choice, but I can be the best alternative. I may not have the winning number, but I have a strong faith that if God is with me, He can make even 0 to be a lucky number, winning number for me. With this I say that only miracles can make me a president in this university. Allow me to end my presentation with a song. Himala, kasalanan bang humingi ako sa langit ng isang himala? Kasalanan bang humingi ako sa langit ng isang himala? With that song, I would like to share with you my COVID-19 reflection. COVID-19 has sent us a beautiful message for reflection. Maintain social distancing to avoid virus contamination. All of the candidates will do the same. For Delicadeza sake, in this search portion, God knows how to punish all those in violation, maybe by infecting COVID or winning influence in this competition. Now it is the time for your own decision, COVID-19 or just election. And in Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. With this, I say, Thank you very much. Mabuhay and God bless Western Mindanao State University. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rosales, for the presentation. Now, let's have back again. Welcome back, Dr. Roman, for the questions.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rosales. The first question I will ask you to answer is a question from the alumni. Some numbers have already been taken. The only available numbers for you are numbers 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. What number are you? I can't hear you.
Six.
Okay.
Number
6. All right, 6. Let me read the question. How can you guarantee active alumni participation in university activities?
Actually, the Alumni Association is a good partner to development in the university.
Okay.
And of course, if we have that kind of transparency, where all of the contributions, whether it is physical, financial resources, should be put in the website so that all of these alumni will be inspired to share, because it's sharing time now, give up time as a gratitude of what they have got from this university. So that is a very good question. I am intending to have that. If I'm already the new president, there must be a good partnership between alumni association in terms of development of the university.
Okay. Next question from the staff. The only available numbers are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 10. 2. All right. How will you address the issue regarding the end of contractualization?
And of course, that is the policy that the government to save those who are the policy on endo. But the university is designated to outsource from the agency who can provide services. As of now, because of the effect of COVID-19, that's only temporary that we will cut our contract, but that is not perpetual. That's only because also of the budget cut by DBM, because some budget of the universities are realigned to other priorities to respond to the needs of other agencies, especially giving more on the health budget. So the budget of the universities are now realigned. So could you imagine? We are very sorry that we are ending the contract as of this moment. But in the future, we can still outsource our services using this contract of services.
Okay. Now from the community, the only available numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose a number. 5. Oh, sorry. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 lang pala. Sorry. Number 4. Do you believe that there is corruption in WMSU? How will you fight corruption?
I will not judge without any document, because to judge not based on proper data, you will be countered. That if I will be the new president, I will study the documents that we have. If there is an existing corruption, that is why one of my platforms, one of my advocacy is to have a zero corruption policy through transparency, through the creation, establishment of a transparency website where all administrative and financial activities are posted, because the people have the right to know how their money are being spent.
Okay. Next, are you ready for the next one, Dr. Rosales? Okay, from the faculty. Okay. These are the numbers that are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, and 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10, 11, 12, and 14. You're choosing number 6? Okay.
Yes.
How will you promote participative decision-making and transparency in WMSU? You've mentioned transparency
It's good
now.
because
Now,
that,
but answer the question, how? How will you?
yes, it should not, the plan should emanate from the bottom up. If somebody has prepared a bottom, up and to bottom, it should be through consultation with all stakeholders, students, faculty, alumni, so that there will be a good development plan for the university. It should not be a concept as if you own the university. This is a public university and nobody owns it. Under the principle of taxpayers, all of us are part owners of this university. Thank you.
Okay. And last sector, from the students, the available numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Nakuha na pala yung 6. Sorry, sorry. Okay. Ha? 4. 4. Okay. What is your approach to student politics? Will you be taking sides? Will you be non-partisan?
That is one of my advocacy, to come up with non-partisan and anti-bullying policy in the campus. This is to prevent abuse of authority, to use authority to intimidate and influence for personal vested interests. So that's, we have to come up with that policy that the in the university should not meddle in the election, in other affairs, because that is an independent organization. You have to respect.
Thank you, Dr. Rosales. Thank you. I think you're done.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you very much. That was Dr. Edgardo Rosales. Now we move on to the 7th aspirant for the WMSU presidency. Help me welcome former Dean of the College of Engineering, Dr. Roberto Mahilum Sala.
Good morning, everyone, especially to the chair of the screening committee and all the members, to the listeners and viewers, to our OIC president. Good morning. May I start naman?
Sir, you may start, sir.
Wala nila na dumog. Good morning. I'm going to present my proposed vision, mission, goals, and plans for the university. But before anything else, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Roberto Sala, Professor 5, a professional mechanical engineer. I graduated my Doctor of Engineering in Okay na? Okay. Good morning. This is my vision. WMSU shall be the leading institution in the region with ASEAN and international recognition that is aims in producing highly and globally competitive graduates in attaining its goal towards individual development in response to the national objective. My mission, the Western Mindanao State University shall provide high quality education to the students, for the industries, public and private stakeholders, and socio-economic development in the region with its multicultures to relevant programs in research, extension, and community development. This is my goals as engineering. The engineering shall plan the work, and after that, we will work the plan. Proposed plans for WMSU, I have 3 plans. One is we have to re-engineering the university in order to have the effective and efficient result. We have to re-engineer the entire system of the university, all the facilities and its equipment and infrastructure. Of course, if we have already that plan, we have to allocate budget. After the allocation of budget, we have to implement now the project. After having these 3, we will now go, we'll say, move forward WMSU. But we cannot move forward WMSU without external force, so we need your help. I have 10 proposed agenda for this presentation. One is the infrastructure projects, which is the mandate of our built-in president, the Build program. Second, the curriculum enhancement. We have to revisit our curriculum every 5 years when necessary to update, aligned in the international and ASEAN standards. 3 is the research for development. We encourage our students and faculty to do more research because in here, this can help to the economy. Number 4 is enhancing research extension and linkages. We have to put up sustainable projects into the community, a livelihood that will become the livelihood in the barangay. 5 is the human resource development with equal opportunity so that no one will be left behind. 6, the school governance and resource generation. We established the income generating programs for this university in order to add on whatever necessary for the budget given to the university or any projects in the coming years. 7, Asian recognition campaign. We'll come up with a program for an exchange scholar to the students. 8, welfare for the faculty and admin staff. I propose that there should be a free tuition fees for the faculty and the employees working in the university as an incentive to them. 9, welfare for the student. It should be, we have to be pro-student, not anti. Help and give support whatever they need for their education. 10, alumni relation. We have to invite our alumni and recognize them whatever their share. We'll invite them to join for any ventures in the university that we may have. This is the proposed plan. Of course, we have to continue the unfinished projects by the previous administration, upgrade the building facilities in the university, improve the existing utilities we have, produce research prototype that are commercialization and income generating. We will put up dormitories in the campuses with complete facilities, strengthening linkages and improved research study. Augmentation of communication and Wi-Fi facility. This is the immediate needs of the university to answer the problem on the education learning. Budget allocation to increase the stipends and allowances to our scholars. And the last is the creation of WMSU system in the external campuses. These projects cannot be realized just in one click, but it should be categorized into priority. Category 1 is you have to arrange our project into short range project. Second is by medium range project. And the third is the long range project. Each category has its own frame time to finish whatever programs they may have. Extension of services. I am the president of the Philippine Society of Mechanical Engineers for 2 years and was also the president of the Deans for Engineering Council for 5 years and a religious president and a grand knight of the Academic Council. I am also the vice president of the Pollution Control Officer Association in Region 9 and a member of the International Peer Reviewer and ARPA Team for Engineering and a member of the International and Philippine Association Institution for Research, an editorial board for researcher in WMSU, University of Batangas, and Pampanga University. The College of Engineering able to generate funds about 21 million, with 7.6 million is coming from the DOST from 2014 to 2019. And I believe there are there's still some laboratory equipment to be delivered. Another 3.5 million pesos in 2014 from CHED. And there is another 10 million pesos from CHED, which I already submitted the documents. And I understand there are some documents to be submitted. And I think that is the board resolution that this project will be released this 10 million. My proposed income generating projects for the university, I have 5. One is to come up with the bottled mineral water in the university, gas pump station, souvenirs and tokens using 3D printers and cutters, commercial complex in the proposed building construction, and produce research prototypes that are commercialization. The organization of the university, of course, it has already an existing of 1 university president and the 4 vice presidents. But I am proposing additional 1 vice president, and that is the vice president for technical operations, wherein all these offices will be under his responsibility. These are some of my accomplishments and awards when I sat down as Dean of the College. We have constructed the 1-story building, and we have ongoing construction of 3 floors building. The college is one of the accredited ISO. We patented 2 researches on output utility models. We obtained our certificate of program compliance with the 10 programs. We accredited our graduate studies for our level 1. We topped not the board exams. First place in 2017 and 6th place in 2014. Our college also accredited for level 1 and 2 in 2014 and 2018 by AACO. We improved the college building and added laboratory facilities. Almost of the programs has already its own laboratory facilities. Awarded as being in the university, outstanding mechanical engineer in the entire Philippines 2017, and awarded as most standing alumni in the university. I received the Yaman Award during my presentation in the International Forum in Bacolod City, and I won the first place in the university in 2012. We produced research 20 minutes and others. And as a summary, these are my accomplishments: 26 accomplished projects, 24 researches, 5 and others. So some of my summary for the research status: 4, I already published paper to international journal. 24 research paper I presented, research output utilized by the industries, and 1 is ongoing prototype for commercialization. I have 11 research for ongoing research for possible funding. If given the chance to be chosen, I will try the best I can do to address whatever issues and concerns in the university in more progressive, developed, and improved and productive. The little things that we did in the College of Engineering, we will do that bigger to the entire university. Let us work together for the betterment of the university, your university, and my alma mater, and our university. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Roberto Sala, for the presentations. Now we shall have again the chairperson for the search committee, Dr. Roman.
Hi, good morning. I will ask the first question from the faculty sector. Okay, the available numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10, 11, 12, 14.
I choose 1.
Number 1. How can you ensure that the appointment of faculty and staff, also giving of items, will be based on merit how can you ensure that the appointment of faculty and staff and the giving of items will be based on merit?
All the results of the evaluation coming from the search committee, hiring committee, it will be reevaluated by the whoever is the president. And there, another rounds for reevaluation will be conducted. Thank you.
Okay. From the students, okay, the available numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
1.
Number 1. How aware are you of the students' problems in WMSU? Name 3 problems that need the most attention.
One is the harassment.
Okay.
Second is the financial problem. And I think the third is the relation between student and faculty. We heard already that there are some problems in the university, but be able to manage those problems because it should be not be biased. Everything shall be managed, will be investigated, and be brought to the proper investigation. The number 2 is the financial problem of the students. We know that this university is the university of choice, but that's why we have our external studies units outside from the Zamboanga city, because there are lots of the students coming from the provinces. They are children of the poor families, and they cannot afford to come here in Zamboanga city just to enroll whatever programs they wanted to. It's good that the government already gave their support by free tuition fees, but because of this pandemic problem, again, we started again of giving or asking their fees. But we know that the government institution is already very, very minimal fees. But still, some of the students cannot afford. Then the third was the, thank you, ma'am.
Are you done?
Yeah, yes.
You're finished. All right. Now, the question from the community. The only available questions are 1, 2, 3.
Again, what?
Okay. What is your stand regarding issues of immorality in WMSU?
Well, this problem belongs to the gender, and I think everything is being settled and under control by its concerned parties in the university. And this problem is controllable, and we can manage on how to control those issues.
So, okay. Are you done? Are you finished, Dr.?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, from the staff, the only numbers that are available for your picking is are numbers 1, 3, 6, and 10. 1, 3, 6, and 10.
No sound.
Number 1, 3, 6, and 10.
I still choose number 1.
Okay, number 1.
So,
okay, given the current situation of the country's national health emergency, which requires huge amounts of funds, it is likely that government will implement budget cuts and reduce subsidies to the SUCs. How will you deal with this situation?
Well, being a technical person, we're able to manage in every expenses that we'll be having in the future. Like for this example, this pandemic, we can realign all the budgets that we have and minimize all the unnecessary expenses. And as much as possible, we will ask the community of the university to not just to receive, just think what the faculty or each of us can give to the university, not the university give to the faculty. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. From the alumni. Okay, this is the last sector. Okay, the numbers you can choose are 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 11.
2, ma'am.
Number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If elected president, what specific projects will you pursue to raise WMSU's standards and credentials in the following areas: governance, program offerings, student admission?
I will choose the program offerings because WMSU is the center of excellence, and we already established and existing the university for about 116 years, and it's all in education. So I propose that budget or that program will be done by administration. And in fact, we are planning to offer some programs that will benefit to the students, faculty, and the university, like offering of some doctoral degree, which the government is needing in this program. Like especially in our College of Engineering, wherein we are still lack of that program. And we know that the College of Engineering is the backbone of the economy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. That's all, Dr. Sala. And
Thank you
good
so
luck.
much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, po.
Thank you, Dr. Sala. This time we move on to the last presenter, the CA's aspirant. She is the Dean of the School of Business Administration of Sulu State College. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Rizalinda A. Salapuddin.
Morning. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, good morning.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, good morning again. My apology to all for not viewing any PowerPoint right now due to the on and off power supply. But what is supposed to be shown in the PowerPoint is just like what I will be stating right now.
Okay.
And I would also like to correct, sir. I am not the present dean of the School of Administration. I was before I was the dean in the School of Business Administration. But for now, I am a faculty at the graduate school with my with my academic rank of Professor 2. To start with, the respective Board of Regents, college officials, the public listeners, good morning once again. To start with, I have my vision, the mission, and the goals. That also includes the plans for the Western Mindanao State University. My vision for the Western Mindanao State University as centers of excellence in Region 9, producing globally competitive graduates, and as institutional steward in the development of this program. The vision of the university should set the perspective by which the institution is envisaged to become, that represents the image of the university, the values it stands, and the services it can be expected to deliver. Western Mindanao State University is worthy and vision in the aspects of delivering education. The university serves to provide more programs and capable of producing competent and equipped students and be enabler for competitive programs. Further, it is also envisioned to have graduates not only graduates with strength, not only in local, regional, national, but also in a global competition. It is envisioned that Western Mindanao State University be in prospect of making into an institution that caters more programs, the necessary programs and projects that could be benefit, or that could benefit rather the people and the society as a whole. By means of this vision, what a university would be in the future with good performance, that would be certain in producing quality graduates, quality employment. Therefore, we can even uplift the poverty. And nevertheless, with this higher learning, the college produces professionals who are socially responsive to and responsible for human development, ecological sustainability, peace and security within and beyond the region. Those were my visions. So let me also state to you what are my mission for Western Mindanao State University. The Western Mindanao State University, I believe, as an institution of higher learning, has earnestly pursued its mandated mission of providing quality education and to serve as catalyst in the democratic and the peace-building processes in Region 9. Western Mindanao State University, further, I believe, endeavors to be the center of learning where students may strongly feel the sense of pride in cultural heritage. And more so, the sense of pride being Filipinos capable of becoming the new breed of leaders in the society and the country as a whole that strives to provide opportunities for the students to develop their potential and leadership capabilities. The university had to provide quality and responsive education in science, technology, and humanities, as well as professional and industrial field, and to serve as catalysts in the democratic and peace-building processes. To aspire and build a potential academic institution by serving and promoting the means and ends in all regions through continuing the good and well education deliberation. The mission statement uses the mandate of the university charter as frame of reference and be expressed in an overall job, a completed services or change in the condition of something and somewhat or somebody that must be accomplished. The mission statement, still I believe, for Western Mindanao State University should also be rehashed to communicate in brief and clear term why Western Mindanao State University was established, to stand still the statement and make it more concrete to one's understanding. This has always to deliver services which could be the pride of the university and all concerned. And in order to be relevant and responsive to the new challenges brought about the advent of technology, the knowledge explosions, and other trends, both faculty and students must be well kept abreast and exposed to the state of art operation and encouraging or by encouraging them to attend conferences, seminar workshops, and other such trainings. To pursue further the commitment into a holistic approach in the development of the students, the university endeavors to improve facilities and services to meet the minimum requirements or standard set by the Commission on Higher Education for the various curricular and programs. Also, enhance the faculty and staff development. The, tri- the nationalism is also considered, and foremost of all, the culture of peace. Challenges are manifold and great, but I know when Western Mindanao State University remains to tackle its mission with perseverance and confidence. The able partnership of the college officials, the faculty and staff, and the combined support of the local and national leaders, I know we could move forward with vigorous resolve and commitment. What are my goals to be set for Western Mindanao State University, which also includes my plans for the WMSU, for the university? Well, as an institution of higher learning, Western Mindanao State University shall continuously pursue excellence in its program and encourage effectiveness, efficiency in the operation for the fulfillment of our vision. To keep abreast in continuing good education, thus enable students capable in competing in the anticipated new advent of technology, or this anticipated advent technology, or whatever there will be, and to serve as catalysts of change, and also to uphold effectiveness and efficiency in academic goods and services among our clients for the sake of services to God and the country, and to be more responsive to a changing needs and demands through empowering and liberating more individuals, if not all, from the yoke of mass poverty and ignorance. To be the center of excellence, having the flagship program, providing preferential options to marginalized sector in Region 9. Now, I would like to state also my core values are transparency, integrity, solidarity, professionalism, and commitment. That would be all. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rizalina Salapudin, faculty of the Graduate School of Sulu State College. Ma'am, may we have again Dr.
Yes.
Roman for the questions.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Salapudin. I will now ask the questions from the different sectors. You are actually the last
Yes, po.
applicant. So I will ask the first question from the faculty sector. Okay, the available questions are numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 14. Choose a number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 14. Dr. Salapudin? Dr. Salapudin? I think I lost Dr. Salapudin.
Yes po, ma'am. Wala po siya, ma'am, sa screen, no?
Wala sa screen eh.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Salapudin,
she's
can
back
you...
na po, ma'am.
All right.
Please unmute yourself, Ma'am Rizalina.
Can you turn on the video? Can you turn on the video?
It is already turned, ma'am.
Oh, yes,
Hello?
ma'am. We can hear you now, ma'am.
Okay. Now I see you and I hear you. Okay.
Okay, thank
Now,
you, ma'am.
choose a question from the faculty. And choose a number, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10, 11, 12, 14. What number?
3.
Number 3?
I choose number 3.
All right. The question is, what are your research, development, and extension roadmaps for WMSU?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Ma'am, I cannot hear you, ma'am.
Okay, what are your research, development, and extension roadmaps for WMSU? Can you hear me? Your roadmap for research, extension, and development. I think we lost her again.
Yes po, ma'am. We lost her again, and maybe she's trying to reconnect.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. The question is, okay.
I cannot hear you, so it's heavy rains here.
Oh, heavy rain. Okay, but let's try again, okay? What is your roadmap for research, extension, and development for WMSU?
Okay. We all know that research and extension is very important for a college. Now, there should have a linkages from any other sector to make it more research capable of doing so. Or we can present more research or good research based from our collaborations with other sectors so that we can get some data from there.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, a question from the students. Okay, the available questions are numbers 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I choose number 4, ma'am.
Okay, number...
Hello? I choose number 4.
Oh,
4.
sorry. Sorry, taken na pala yung number 4. I'm sorry. It's 2, 3.
Number 2, ma'am. Hello, hello.
Number 2. Okay.
Ma'am. Hello?
Yes?
Number 2. Hello?
Oh, okay.
Can you hear, ma'am?
Yes. Okay. Here is the question. Can you hear me? Can a growing... Okay. Can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Make it more louder, ma'am.
Okay.
Very low.
Okay, okay. A growing student's concern is the late submission of grades by the professors. Students need to have their grades immediately so as not to delay their enrollment. But this does not seem to be a priority of professors. So how will you deal with this problem? Professors submitted grades late.
Very good, ma'am. That is the most considered most problem in submissions. After the end of the class, after 2 weeks, we should have to submit the grades right away so that students will not be delayed in enrolling. Now, in submission, there is a protocol now have been given through after the meeting of the academic and no, this grade must be submitted on time after the end of the class. And that is already what is this? That is already been an awareness to all faculty. After that, they will be called. Their attention will be called if they delay in the submission of grades.
Okay.
That will be.
Oh, all right. Now, from a question from the community, there are only 2 questions left. Okay. How will you promote interfaith dialogue in the university? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Ma'am Lisalinda.
Carl, you can hear me, no? I can hear you,
We
eh.
we can all hear you,
Except
Hello,
Salapudin.
Ma'am
Oh,
Lisalinda.
okay. Dr. Salapudin, how will you promote interfaith dialogue in WMSU?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Usually, this interfaith dialogue should be done by any instructor to let students know what is really their role in the campus. We are giving them guidance and also their attitude, the moral, the character, so that for them to be able to understand what is supposed to be done as an adult or as a student. That is an interfaith dialogue that we
I am not hearing anything.
Yes, ma'am. She lost track.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Salapudin.
Ma'am Salapudin is actually not connected, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Kasi heavy rain yata. Okay.
And
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Can you continue? Can you continue? Interfaith dialogue.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying earlier that interfaith dialogue not necessary to have such special, special venue or special time, but even we instructors in the classroom, we always give a few minutes for them to say something about themselves, to give what they are feeling, to give guidance for them to know what is their role as a students.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, Dr. Salapudin, we can hear you clear. It's clear.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
I am
done?
done, ma'am.
All right. Now the
Yes,
question
ma'am.
from the alumni. You only have questions 3, 4, 8, 10, and 11. What number?
11.
Okay, number 11. Okay. The COVID-19 pandemic poses as a big problem to the country in general and to WMSU in particular. The expectation is that there will be a shift to the new normal. What is your view of a new normal for WMSU?
Okay. Now, new normal for this COVID, I think my assessment to the new normal, it is not yet necessary for us to have, as far as education is concerned, it is not yet necessary for us to have a class, a face-to-face, but we might as well be encouraging a blended situation where we could post it online. It's not that having the new normal, it is not, we cannot immediately conclude that we are in a safe condition, in a safe situation. However, some precaution might have to be aware for every individual, so that we might be avoiding all those things that can put us or cannot make us safe with no good security at all. But we have to face what is really happening here now in order for us to be precautious at all times. But as far as education is concerned, ma'am, there is such suggestion, even just having this new normal. No guarantee yet for us to stay in the classroom, but I would be able to prepare for a blended classroom setting.
Okay, thank you. The last question from the staff. You only have numbers 3, 6, and 10.
I'll choose 6, ma'am.
All right, number 6.
Hello.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
number
I cannot
6.
hear you.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes.
okay.
Is it clear, ma'am?
Yeah, it's clear. Okay, number 6.
Yes.
Joint Circular number 1, series of 2017 allows contract of service and job order employees until December 31, 2020 only. What are your plans for these employees?
Pardon, ma'am?
What are your plans for the COS and job order employees? Because it will be allowed
They will
only
only be
until
staying
December.
until
December
Okay.
31.
Okay. Now, perhaps we'll be able to let them prepare what's next then. Since they will only be staying until December 20,
Nakuha po ata si Ma'am Rizalina.
All nakalagay low bandwidth eh.
Sa kanya po, yes po.
Let's wait a few minutes.
Yes po. So that's the last question anyway, ma'am. So
That's the last question. Otherwise, if we cannot, can somebody just call her and then maybe she can we can probably follow this up in the interview tomorrow, that last question. But let's try to get her pa rin.
After this, ma'am, ano ba tayo after this?
Wala na, closing remarks na lang and then goodbye na.
Okay, so tomorrow, yung interview natin is anong oras nga? Umaga, hapon?
8 o'clock ulit.
8 o'clock. Anyway, I might leave earlier after this, ma'am. Ako lang ay merong interview after this.
Sure, go ahead. Ang papa-interview ka ng presidency din? Sige, it's okay. Last question na naman yon, tsaka last closing remarks.
Q&A. I got all of them.
Yeah, you may leave if you want.
Sige po, sige po. Thank
okay,
you.
bye. Okay, can we have we reconnected with Dr. Salapudin?
Not yet as of this time. Can we just post the questions chat box and then she has to answer? She
can just answer, yeah.
Yes.
Carl, can you do that?
Yes po, ma'am.
Can you post the question and then tell her to email to us immediately?
Sige po.
She can answer directly sa chat box. So that
chat box, okay. Kasi malakas daw ang ulan eh, where she is.
What's the exact question naman po, JON, COS?
Are you asking me, Carl?
Yes po, ma'am.
What are your plans for the COS and JO employees after December 31, 2020? Kasi hanggang December 31, 2020 lang ang kanilang appointment.
Ma'am, if I may say so, if we experience such technical glitch, we usually call directly to the person concerned to just call us so that we can have have the loudspeaker so that everybody can hear. So if you have number directly to Ma'am Saipudin, you just call her now. So
and then speakerphone na lang.
Yes,
Attorney Jules is already dialing the phone, ma'am.
Okay. Matapos na tayo, Rodi. Oh, incorrect pa ang number. Okay.
Ma'am, may we have like a 4-minute intermission number, ma'am? Ang ABP
All right, let's have the intermission number.
I will reaching Ma'am Linda. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay.
Estela de Zamboanga, lleva contigo, vida del maga zamboangueño, Estela de Zamboanga. Tiene un pescador, Magdalena su vinta, pie mileta pesca, para nacer la vida mientras el su hijo, tabañaca y río un jabón. Piensa en calzones del aire de Zamboanga, dale, lleva contigo, vida del mar de zamboangueño, es el aire de Zamboanga. Tiene un sombrero, a subir por el coco, ta buscarle buban, para la tomatuba, pavoria prepara, un montón de suman que dragón. El borracho es el aire de Zamboanga, lleva contigo, vida del mar de zamboangueño, es el aire de Zamboanga. Tiene un chismosa, intenta parar boca, gendeleta atrasa, la historia de vida, si con él hay tu pap, el malo noticia bien picón. Y lloró el aire de Zamboanga, lleva contigo, vida del mar de Zamboangueño.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Can you answer now?
Yes.
Go ahead. How will you prepare how can you prepare the contract of service and job order employees? Because
since it will be ending by December 21 and December 21,
31,
2020. I think as for the moment, we have to prepare for them and let them know that the job will be ending. Maybe we will be having some, or we will be requesting some that would fill them up in order for them to get job. However, if there is no possibility for them to be in job, now maybe we will just push for the time of requesting to the higher ups, and by that time it will be provided. I think they will be most priority to be called upon.
Okay, so you'll give them priority.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add? I think that is all, Dr. Salapudin.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Hello,
thank
hello.
you. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very
Okay.
much. We are sorry that there is this technical difficulty, but I think we got
Yes.
everything.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Tomorrow
Thank you.
we will still have the panel interview.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Dr. Salapudin.
Okay, hello, hello. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Salapuddin and Dr. Roman, as well as to all the aspirants for WMSU presidency for the presentation and for giving the answers to the Q&A. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, to formally close this event, may we call in the officer in charge, president of the Western Mindanao State University, Dr. Teresita A. Narvaez.
Members of the Board of Regents, members of the Search Committee for the WMSU Presidency, Dr. Merlinda Roman, Dr. Terso Rinquilio, Dr. Rodi Garcia of CHED 9, members of the University Academic Community, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we see history unfold under a new circumstance. For the first time, Western Mindanao State University witnessed the presentation of candidates for the new leadership in a new medium. However, whatever the means the presentation had been, it still carries the same message. The vision of a person who led the university in the next 4 years. This university has seen leadership since its creation over 100 years ago. It has been both the best and the not so good conditions that the community has gone through. True enough, leaders come and go, but the institution remains, what it signifies and what it stands for. This society was built with the best ideals, and those ideals remain. It is those ideals that we are here today. Our presidential candidates have expounded their ideals and dreams for the university. We hold the same ideals, dream of the same ideals, and stand by the same ideals. We are forever committed to those ideals in the students and the future to be able to sustain quality and excellence as the premier university in the region and the university of choice. Hence, our fervent hope is for the right leader to be chosen as the 6th president of Western Mindanao State University. At this juncture, we would like to acknowledge the participation of everyone who made this event a success. The candidates, the committee for the search, board secretary and staff, and everyone who provided technical support during this public forum. Thank you for your cooperation and participation. May God forever guide the Western Mindanao State University. Thank you. Have a pleasant day and God bless us all.
Thank you very much also.
Thank you, Dr. Narvaez.
And as we end this program, may we invite everyone to sing with us the hymn of Western Mindanao State University.
Western Mindanao State University, beautiful emblem of the southern seas, meant to mold the youth for human dignity, the pillar of peace and unity. Friendship that also worship.
would you still like to add something else?
Now, just to announce to one and all that we are done officially with the public forum, and that we are going to continue the process tomorrow to interview the applicants individually. The interview is not open to the public. The search committee will follow up on some of the questions that have been raised. May I request all the members of the search committee as well as all the applicants to be available promptly at 8 o'clock. We expect that the interviews will last from 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So, and if there are 8 applicants, that would be about 320 minutes, or roughly about 5 hours. So we'd like to start promptly. And siguro we will ask the secretariat if the applicants are there in WMSU, and if some of the search committee members will be there, to at least prepare snacks and lunch for them. So I'd like to congratulate the staff, care of Jules and all those who assisted him. I'd like to thank our moderator as well as our officer in charge, Dr. Narvaez, for all that you are doing to make this public forum a success. So I think we can now leave. Tomorrow we will tune in again. We will zoom in again a few minutes before 8. So any last words from Jules or from any member of the search committee?
Sige daw, picture.
Good morning.
Yes, Jules.
Good afternoon.
Any
yes.
instructions
We
for
still
us?
have the same setup. Then a modest lunch
Yes.
and snacks will be provided for those who want to come here.
Okay.
And then we learn from our lessons from today, especially on the technical aspect. Then we hope that we can remedy technical glitches we experienced today.
Yeah. So anyway, congratulations to the staff. We'll see you tomorrow before 8, a few minutes before 8. We will, Jules, can you arrange again the sequence, or do we follow the same sequence?
I instructed the participants that we follow the same sequence as they presented earlier.
All right. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We can now sign off. Yung Facebook Live at YouTube, pwede na ano, no? Tapos na yun.
We can upload that, and they can, those who have not, who were not able to witness live, they can have the playback using FB and YouTube.
Okay. Thank you. We can now leave.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you.